Great news! At nortonandwilson.com, you can now get 20% off when you order any 2 or more individual 100ml bottles. Just add your items to the cart and the discount will be applied automatically. In the USA, we still have a separate bundle deal for Gravitas Porom and Gravitas Essentia that's even better than 20% off. Go to nortonandwilson.com and order in the USA, Canada and the UK. Hello guys, welcome back to the show. You are watching an edited clip from a live stream. Today I'm going to tell you about three super amazing citrusy, fresh, soapy fragrances that are absolutely going to work for you in the summertime, I think. Before I do that, don't forget that my recommended USA-based fragrance sampling site is decantboutique.com. Go there and use my code Mr. Smelly 10 for 10% off an amazing array of designer and niche fragrances. My recommended UK-based fragrance sampling site is fragrancesamplesuk.com, and there your code is Mr. Smelly 1977 for the same 10% off an equally huge range of designer and niche fragrances. They're both linked in the description of this video. On the subject of Fragrance Samples UK, actually, we've got something very special going on. We are doing a giveaway. So we have a giveaway of a full bottle of any Norton and Wilson fragrance. You can pick which one. In order to be eligible, you have to be in the USA, UK, or Canada. That's where Norton and Wilson ships to. So you have to be in the USA, UK, or Canada. You need to go to Fragrance Samples UK LTD. That is the Instagram page for Fragrance Samples UK. Fragrance Samples UK LTD. I'll put that on the screen in a moment. And you need to go to the image which looks like the one that I have overlaid on the screen there. Find that image. We'll see if we can get that pinned on their page. Go there, follow them. You must follow them. We're doing this to help get their followers up after they recently relaunched the Instagram page, and comment on that Instagram post, not on this YouTube video or any Mr. Smelly or Norton and Wilson thing. Comment on the post. Count me in, and if you're in the USA, UK, or Canada, you'll be eligible to win a 100ml bottle. We'll contact you via their Instagram to confirm who won. They, of course, only ship in the UK, but if you are in the USA or Canada, you can still follow them, can't you? Why not? You find out about some interesting fragrances. Okay, in them, 3 beauties, and they're all really fresh and citrusy. The first one, actually, I've never featured on the channel before, and this one I actually bought for the delightful Lorraine, Neroli Vetiver Forte. That's Guerlain Aqua Allegoria range, and this one is called Neroli Vetiver Forte. It is a beautiful, fresh, and even they on their website call it soapy fragrance, because you never know, is soapy a good thing? I do think that soapy fragrances are great. 2023 release. There is, of course, an original Neroli Vetiver that's not called Forte. It seems to have a slightly different note listing. I did try both, and myself and the lovely Lorraine agreed that this one seemed to have a little bit more to it, and we slightly preferred it, but they're both really good. Bergamot, Fig Leaf, Petitgrain, Neroli, Fig, Rose, Vetiver, Cedar, Tonka Bean. Of course, all of these very much unisex, but my show, for reasons which escape me, is mainly watched by men. I can't understand how my sexual presence on the screen does not attract more female viewers, but it doesn't seem to. 75ml I found online in the UK from a reputable grey market dealer for £71.95, which in this day and age is rather reasonable. It's beautiful, it's fresh, it's natural smelling. You get that lovely combination of neroli, which I love the smell of neroli, not everyone does, Petitgrain, which is a very distinctive kind of green accord, and just a subtle hint of fig, not as much as in something like Fico di Amalfi from Tom Ford. So a really highly recommended fragrance for me. I find performance to be decent enough. I am known to be not as picky as some people when it comes to performance. Do please bear in mind, with a fresh citrusy fragrance, it's not going to last as long as some other types of fragrance. This is absolutely great, though, when it's really sunny, warm, you're in a good mood, maybe you're on holiday, maybe you're here in the UK and we've got some warm weather. It's really refreshing. It's absolutely beautiful. It might not be as exciting as some other fragrances out there, but boy, oh boy, it sure does the job. So Guerlain Aqua Allegoria Neroli Vetiver Forte. Next up, I haven't mentioned this one for ages. Beautiful fragrance. And this is a kind of an under-the-radar English niche brand, Samphire, from the wonderful Laboratory Perfumes. I found a bottle online. It's a 2013 release, 100ml bottle here, and I like what they do with their bottle design. And just £90 at a decent-looking grey market dealer. Again, black pepper, bergamot, lemon, lime, citron, rosemary, basil, lavender, grapefruit. lemongrass, mandarin, ginger, oak moss, white amber, which I think is the same, another word for ambergris, tonka bean, jasmine, labdanum, and iris. So this is a really, really beautiful, refreshing, citrus aromatic type of fragrance. But again, it's got lots of complexity and aromatics in there. You've got the rosemary, the basil. There's ginger in here. So it's a little bit spicy. It's a little bit warming. And yet it does have this overwhelmingly kind of fresh and uplifting aura about it. It is difficult when you do all these fresh ones because the number of adjectives I can find to describe things that are fresh in a nice way, effervescent, uplifting, energizing, but it has all those properties about it. Maybe just a passing resemblance to, or if you like things like maybe vintage Dior Eau Sauvage from Dior, you're probably going to enjoy this one if you like a citrus fragrance with a little bit going on. Really, really beautiful, absolutely great, and a great antidote to the high heat or even the medium heat. Men and women can wear them, this one equally well, I think. Finally, then, another third choice here. Beautifully dapper, gentlemanly fragrance. And this is Lorenzo Villorese Uomo. Highly underrated, in my opinion. Very, very few people ever mention this one. I think it's absolutely superb. So Uomo from Lorenzo Villorese, another one of the sort of unsung niche houses, the less non-BS niche houses. I won't say who the ones that you could call BS houses are, but this is a fantastically dapper, Mediterranean gentlemanly type fragrance. Again, lots of citrus, but this one more so with the herbal and spicy undertones. And again, that sort of clean, fresh out of the shower, but in the days before we had shower gel, when we used a very nice soap. So if you think of a beautiful Italian soap with a coastal, Amalfi Coast kind of air about it, it's absolutely fantastic, really dapper and gentlemanly. And if you like things like the Acqua di Parma original Colonia or other things in that ballpark, this could be one well worth checking out, and reasonable prices for this one online. So there are my three great citrusy soapy choices. One other small thing, Norton and Wilson are going strong, and we have a new feature on the website which I'm really happy about. Now if you add any two fragrances to your cart, you will automatically get 20% off the overall price of your order. So two fragrances or more, any single fragrances added to the cart above the two and above, 20% off anything. And that's in the USA, Canada, and the UK. We used to have, like, I did a combination deal of this one and this one, and then this one and this one. And people said, why can't I have that one and that one? And they were right. So go to nortonandwilson.com. Two or more fragrances there will get you 20% off. We do still have a very special offer on the USA site, which is set up as a separate single product bundle deal where you can get Gravitas Essentia with Gravitas Pour Homme, and that's even better than 20% off. Or if you go for Gravitas with Essentia and Cheap Fulminare, again, it's even, I think it's like 48% off. But now any combination of two fragrances will get you 20% off. That is not in any way a fire sale, as somebody's saying in the comments there. It's standard practice. Even on things like Roger Parfum, you do tend to get a discount if you buy more than one fragrance. So we're having a great time at the moment at Norton and Wilson. Arezzo has had great reviews, and we're thinking about our next release as we speak. More on that soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching the recording, I will continue the live stream now. If you want to watch the live stream, you can become a channel member where the live streams are accessible. But for the rest of you guys, see you in the next video. Remember, whatever we're doing in life, let's project. And although sometimes life can stink, at least we can always smell good, right? Bye-bye.